Good morning. All right, let's see here. We're gonna be possibly finishing off the Minotaur today. We have to finish doing his dreadlock hair. But then we're pretty much onto the base. Just gonna do kind of like a generic slice of D&D battlefield flooring. So dirt, maybe a skull or two. Maybe like a broken weapon or something. A couple rocks. Just a little bit of a landscape to surround him. No labyrinth, no. This is not a Greek mythology Minotaur. This is a Dungeons and Dragons Minotaur. The ones who left their labyrinth. Static grass, resin ponds. No. In fact, this is only supposed to be a non-scenic base, but I'm deciding to add a scenic base a little bit, just because. Okay, there we go. All right. Hello, Fenrir. Good morning. Good morning, Sapphire and Rob. I checked out your flower yesterday, Rob, on Discord. It's a smart method I think you did for the grass. I think that should turn out pretty well. Hello, Sereb and Jones and Classmaking and Pita. Did I get everybody? Dreaming Truth, hello. Blackbird Blue. Okay, we had one of our dreadlocks kind of fell off here. So I want to get these finished today because they're just going to get a little more stiff. As time moves forward, they'll get more stiff. Okay, looks like we need maybe one more small one here, and then just kind of need to build up a layer of them all the way to the crest here. So we definitely need some more. The first thing the daughter did this morning was come into the workshop and ask for some clay, so all of my conditioned clay is gone. We shall have to recondition some. Gwyn the goat, hello. Anyone know when the cosplay sale is going live? Are they having a sale today? Let's see. I think they're in the same time zone as me, so I imagine they're probably, if it's supposed to drop today, they're probably working on it right now. Because right now it's, what, 9 o'clock a.m.? Spring Fling, April 11th. Oh, that starts today. It says shop now. Let's see. Pastel colors, nice. Some neon colors, those could be cool to have. Oh, cosplay t-shirt, look at that. I'm gonna have to get me one of those. I even have it in my color. Oh, look at that. Some good deals here. $10 for a box of clay. It's sale time. Look at it. They put it in really big text. Shipping available for USA only. For international buyers, click here. And there'll still be people. Oh man, I only have it in the US. Dang. Okay. Is it a glow in the dark? Well, it looks like it's started already at the sale. I mean, those are definitely discounted prices. Usually it's like, what, $15 or $16 for a box? Fix my hair. Hello, Orna. If you're a little low on cosplay, now's the time. $10 a box. Let me pull up my reference. We'll get all the hair in place, and then we'll kind of position it in the final position. And then we'll bake this guy. And I think what we'll do is go back in and we'll add little, kind of like little hair ties and stuff randomly through his hair. Ornamental, decorative kind of stuff, you know. Is it the clay or is it the liquid, Rob? Because the clay you just use just like you do, just like any other clay. The only difference is it's gonna be glow in the dark. It's just a color difference. But if it's the liquid, you kind of use it by applying it to surfaces, but you kind of got to apply it pretty thick to get it to actually have a deeper glow. So just make sure you're accounting for that. Oh, you know what that just made me think of? You know how we used that technique to make the sail of the boat using a tissue paper and the liquid clay? What if we did the same thing but with like a glow-in-the-dark liquid? It could create a really cool, ethereal-looking effect. Do they have glow-in-the-dark liquid medium? I imagine they do. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I wonder. Something to experiment with for sure. Or even the cotton mixed with glow in the dark liquid can create some really cool looking like ectoplasmy effect. It's a shame there's no alternative to a black light, you know, something that produces that type of light that doesn't produce the heat that comes with it. I would probably use glow in the dark and fluorescent stuff even more if there was some sort of light that's like a black light but doesn't produce the same heat. The heat of black lights always worry me. Okay. I'll use our texture roller here.
need more clay.
You need more?
Because I'm sculpting.
Oh, can I see that really quick?
Yeah. But be careful.
Yeah, wow, look at that. Character holding a sword.
Is gonna fight another character.
That's a great, oh, and I like how you used the piece of wood as armature. Or that's a stone, sorry.
Yeah, and I was using that stone for the sword too.
Oh, I see, okay. I was
was
wondering where you got that piece from.
I was breaking it by pulling it.
Right.
Like I was doing this on there.
You broke a piece off like this?
No, like this.
Oh, on the table. Nice. Okay. All right, yeah. Here, hold that. Let me get you some clay.
I think I need more than that, maybe.
How about this much? Look good?
I need a base and another character.
Oh, really? Oh, let's start with this, okay?
Okay.
That's awesome.
But what about I don't know if I can have more clay because if Mom says I can't go to the workshop anymore, then I don't get more clay.
Well, you can ask her to ask me. She'll send me a message, and then I'll come bring it out to you.
But she's on the phone.
Well, she's not going to be on the phone forever. There you go. Isn't it nice? So isn't it much easier to make a character standing when you have an armature? It's much easier, right?
And look, I'm trying to make this. Yep.
Yep, it stands. Yeah.
And look at the angry eyebrows.
I see that.
And this side has the crystal.
A crystal warrior.
It's not a crystal warrior.
Oh, okay.
His armature is just a crystal.
Yeah. The bones of a powerful crystal. This ancient warrior goes to battle.
And look, there's also teeth in the mouth.
Oh, yeah. Wielding a crystal shard, he smites his foes.
Doesn't this look a little bit like that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, but he's not holding a sword.
Right.
This guy is just holding a sword.
That's right.
He's using his sword to battle the good guy.
Right. To battle.
Like a Pokemon battle.
For the glory of Agatha.
Wanna use that as reference a little bit for ideas?
No. No, thank you.
Was you using the tool I made you?
I did.
You did?
A few times.
That's cool.
Yeah. Texture tool you made. Bye. She's very proud of her texture tool. I know. Yeah. She really has. She's become the actually kid. Actually. I'm not even joking. She does that. Whilst talking to other children. I'm sorry, my daughter. I have destined you to be a nerd all the days of your life. It is the best way, although it may not seem like it at times. She's really learning the concept of armature because she did this morning. Before that, she did this. and she was mentioning how she used this popsicle stick to create a structure to hold these feather ears. I said, yes, that's exactly what armature is. So now she comes in here showing me this other character. She also used an object as an armature. She's starting to understand the bones are needed, you know. But that makes the creation process easier. A nerdling. My little nerdling. Kid bashing at record pace. All right. Let's add our hair now. Little Miss Emma's birthday is fast approaching, April 24th. We'll be doing a live stream birthday party on the 24th. And if you'd like to send her a gift, Emma will give you a link to the wish list. She'll unbox them live here, and we'll have cake and all that fun stuff. And yeah, we appreciate all the gifts we've already received, and it's gonna be a good time. She has no idea. We've intentionally created contrast by not buying her any new toys for a little while. So it should be good. All right, let's make another round. Probably another group like that or two. I got conditioned clay again. It was supposed to be the other way around. She was supposed to condition the clay for me. What have I done? Oh no, I've doomed myself. Hey, thanks, Webb. Slave to the apprentice. I'm just gonna grow me one of these clay conditioners here. Mauricio. Hello, Mauricio. Greetings. Yeah, it's nice. It's my first set of dreadlocks, clay dreadlocks to make, so it gives a really cool effect for sure. Reconditioning clay is pretty time consuming. Yeah, I mean, this last batch is pretty sweet. It's I don't even need to use the pasta machine, which is always nice. Sometimes you get that perfect batch that's just like, just buttery. Doesn't even crumble a little bit out of the box, you know. Freshest batch in all the lands. Old Sculpey Primo, yeah. Yep. It's definitely not the case for all clays. I've always, I keep forgetting to do that, but I want to go to like the thrift stores and look for like a food processor. Just get one for the workshop to use for clay. I always heard that you can kind of condition clay fairly easily with a food processor. Or when there's a particularly difficult batch to condition, just throw it in there for a little bit first. I processed those bag boxes I got and just turned into crumbles. Yeah, but did you try adding yeah, that's what I was thinking. You'd crumble it up and then you'd add like clay glue or something to the mix. Yeah, pasta roller works good. It definitely does. But it still gives you a hard time when you're working with a particularly dry batch of clay. Red NATO Potato, how you doing? I want a food processor, just a workshop food processor anyways, just for like making random stuff like paper pulp or whatever we're using for a project. Just gotta keep my eyes peeled. I have a workshop crock pot, pretty sure, somewhere around here. I still soften all my clay by hand, hate it. I do usually. I mean, if it's a nice batch, it will soften up pretty quick. The only time I really bust out the pasta machine is when I need a lot of it right away, you know. Yeah, you just need me to be your dad, like Emma. She gets all her clay preconditioned. Come on over. All right. Hey, what's up, Looney Lorna? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I need to make a bin of like cured pieces that are scrap. I could see taking cured pieces of clay and crumbling them down with like a food processor, and then maybe even adding liquid clay to the mixture to create like texture effects.
So
What?
the feet are not standing really good.
Okay, you want me to help you?
That's why I was coming.
Yeah, let me see.
And look, there's gonna be a feather on the head.
I'm not sure if that will survive the baking. So what we can do is we can pull it out, but it'll leave the space for the feather. And then when it's done baking, we just glue it back in that space. Does that sound like good plan?
Good idea. And look, it made a hole,
Yeah,
so
see?
we know where it can go.
Exactly. So that way it doesn't get hurt during the baking. Okay, let's push his feet down.
Yeah,
You want me to cut the feet to be smaller so they're not so big?
they have to be really big.
Oh, does he have big feet?
Yeah, he has to have big feet.
Okay.
Because he's the human as a creature.
Creature human?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Maybe make his toes pointy again.
It can't be pointy, Dad.
Oh, okay. Not pointy. So like this.
Mm-hmm. And also and we have to have texture.
On the foot?
Mm-hmm. Like we can use this as texture, but the marker makes really good texture.
The marker?
Yeah, my marker. So do you want me to give you one? It does really good texture.
A marker?
Mm-hmm. That's good texture.
Really?
If you don't open it, then it does good texture.
Oh, I see. On the shoes?
On anything, like we can do this with the marker when it's not even open,
I see.
and it makes really good texture.
Well, I have all these tools over here we can use.
Well, I know my mom has some tools.
Does she?
Yeah. But I like your tools a lot, so maybe I will use some of yours. If that's okay.
Well, I kind of need them because I'm sculpting right now.
I need those too, because maybe the marker isn't so bad. The marker isn't so bad, but I think your tools are better than my markers.
Well, but Mom has some sculpting tools out there you can use if you want to use hers.
Well, Mom said I don't have to ask, I think.
Well, there you go. And you can just use those ones. So put a line around the shoes so we know where the shoes...
That's not shoes. Those are the feet without shoes.
Oh, they're not shoes. Okay. So does he need toes?
It needs toes, yeah.
Okay.
But no,
You want me to put the toes in or you want to do it?
I want to do it.
Okay.
I'm good at this part.
You just got to cut some lines in there.
Big toes.
Yeah, nice curly.
That's enough toes.
So it didn't fall off. Right. Mildred.
Mildred. There.
All right. Now, is it ready for baking, or does he need to do more work?
I need to do more work on the base and this character.
Okay.
And
well, and the
other character I'm making.
Trying to think if there's a way I can. Next time, maybe next time I'll give you some wire to use, and then we can put the wire in a piece of wood so it won't tip. The character won't tip over. Okay.
Well,
So just.
Hey, I just got a good idea.
What?
Maybe I could use some of your wood for a base.
Well, yeah, sure.
And I can sculpt on top.
Let's see here.
Like when I didn't, just like that other sculpture I made. I think I need bigger than this.
Bigger?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because
it's pretty big.
There's going to be 2.
Oh, I see. There's going to be 2. All right. Well, what about this one? Seems a little bit bigger. Or even bigger.
Even bigger.
Okay.
Because we need a base. And I don't think there's enough room for a base with this.
I mean, if you put one character... Here, let me show you. If you put one character on this side, and then the other character on that side, or on that, then it would work, right?
Well, probably, but this is going to be a big base. And we need one more piece of wood.
Even bigger than that, huh? All right, well, okay, I can see how big you need it to be. Let me see if I get something to go check out.
Hey, I just got inspired.
What did you get inspired for?
We can use this foam paint.
Sandpaper?
Maybe.
For what?
For the base.
You can use it to make texture, but that's something you use as a tool. That's not something you build. I mean, you could, but...
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably not.
Hey, what about this cardboard box?
I mean, cardboard could work, but I'd like it to be a piece of wood. Here, hold on. Let me get through.
Look, right here, a piece of wood.
That's a big piece of wood. That might be a little bit too long, though.
But it's gonna be a big... Maybe you can use your saw to cut it.
Yeah. So where should I cut it? Right here?
It should be a little bigger right here.
Right there? So you want that piece or you want this piece?
That piece.
Okay. So right here. Okay. So let me hook up my saw here.
This is gonna be great when it's finished.
You can just stay right over there and I'm gonna cut this, okay?
Okay.
You can go stay in my chair.
A little here to make a great thing outside.
All right, 1 second. Let me cut this.
Sorry.
No, that's all right.
You can pick it up?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Here, let's come out of my chair so I can get in there.
And where is the other piece? We need both.
You need both?
Yeah, it's a big base. I told ya.
Well, the other piece is on the floor over there. But here. There you go. I'm going to send you with this to continue. There you go.
Thank you.
Good luck on your project.
And I need those 2 too.
These 2 too? All right.
And I will come back so you can glue it when it's baked.
What, glue the character on the board?
No, I'm
Oh, the feather. Yeah, I'll keep the feather off.
No, and the gluing the wood together.
Well, why didn't we just leave that piece of wood uncut if you wanted it to be bigger? Because it's better to have a solid piece of wood than to glue it together. It's stronger that way.
Well, it needs to be like that. It has to be like this.
Oh.
See? Didn't break. It's not fragile because it has crystal.
Oh, yeah. It's made out of cosplay.
Crystal.
Yeah, see, if we would have left the whole board and didn't cut it, then it would have been that big already. See that? All right.
I need all of these.
Sure. You know, here you go.
Hey, what about
We'll see what you come up
this?
with.
Has inspired me. We can make a little base like doing this or something like this.
Like stacked up.
Mhm.
Yeah. Creates like almost like a staircase.
Nah.
Nah.
Mhm.
All right.
Well, you can. I will come back and then you can help me glue these together.
Yeah, I'll do that later. I gotta get my own work done. Okay.
Oh, here
All right.
and here.
What? You don't need this?
I mean, I do need.
Okay.
And those actually, you need to help me with.
Okay. I will.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Frangel. Girl has me cut a piece of wood and then tells me she wants to glue two pieces together where I just cut. It's like, I could have just left the board solid. It's because she's coming up with her plans on the fly, which is totally fine. Art is a process. Yeah, exactly. The artistic journey. There you go. Use it for something. Waste not, want not. All right, Rob. Catch you later, my friend. Have a great weekend if we don't see you again. Okay, we only need like 1 or 2 more. No risk. This is cast clay, so after it's baked, it's flexible like rubber. You'll see. Thanks to the wonderful power of cast clay. Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing something like this if it was not for cast clay. Because it would be totally... Any other polymer clay, you'd be totally at risk of breakage occurring there. Trying to see if there was a thinner piece nearby. I saw Sculpey has brought out a flexible type clay now. Not sure. Really? Have they? Ah, they smell the defeat in the air. They know they need to do something. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Bacon Bend. Oh my goodness. So they used to have a product called Bacon Bond, which was their glue. So they got rid of that name probably just for the Bacon Bend. Oh, you know what? This stuff's been out for a long time. See, this stuff is like it's definitely more geared towards like kids. You know, it's not really made to be like a, you know, for like sculptures. It was a white clay called Flex Soft. Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I've heard of the Bacon Bend stuff a long time ago. Let's see. Flex Soft. Clay. Two days ago, Sculpey, curious about our new Super Sculpey Flex Soft. So funny, man. I'm sure Arnold knows about it. $17.99 for 1 pound. What the? Big news. We got a brand new clay coming soon, and it's going to change how you sculpt. Want to be one of the first to give our new innovation? Yeah. I wonder what sparked this idea for them. Let me read the comments. It makes sense, man. They probably see the number drop, how much business they're losing from cosplay, so they have to try and compete. I wonder if it's formulated differently. I wonder if they or did they break into Arnold's secret recipe vault? Stole it like plankton. The chum bucket stole the recipe. So funny, man. So you have the maker of Chavant creating alien clay, which is literally just a rip of monster clay. But then you got Sculpey following suit and creating their own flexible clay all of a sudden. That's got to be frustrating, I think, for Arnold. I suppose, what's that saying? Imitation is the highest form of flattery. Because the maker of Cos Clay is also the same guy who made Monster Clay, if you didn't know. He is the maker of Monster Clay as well. Then China's the most complimentary country ever. Yeah, that's flatter. So much flattery. Both great products. Monster Clay and Cos Clay, yeah, for sure. I'm telling you, it's because Arnold is not just some Borg company, you know what I mean? He really really puts his passion into the stuff he makes. His heart and soul. What the? I totally changed my title. What's going on here? It says Sculpting Minotaur to me. Cave Geek messing around here. Oh. Is it an old page that you've had left open? Because that could be it. That would solve our mystery here. All of this is already dry, yeah. Hey, thanks, Lovey Deluxe. Yeah, if you leave a page open and the title gets changed, it doesn't show up until you refresh. Pretty sure that's what's going on there. Yeah, the only part that's not cured right now is his hair. So. Yeah, it just has to do with the cookies and, you know, technical internet blah blah stuff. All right, now we just need to kind of texture in this hairline and then we got to position all these dreadlocks so they have some movement going on here. Let's see, I need a wire brush. No, I've not done Predator. There's certain categories in the sculpting world that are just extremely overdone. That's definitely one. It's like the Hulk, Predator, Alien. What else would there be? Yoda, Thanos. We don't need any more. Of course, someone would commission something, I would do it, of course, but Doofus? I've not heard of that game. Scratches Thanos sculpt off list. Yeah, but probably Alien and Predator are probably like the biggest like overdone sculpted characters. Oh, really? Doofus. Okay. I'll look it up here in a second. Let's see. Yeah, sure. Throw it up in Discord. Add it to the list there, Greg. It's a perfect example of what I was talking about with comfort zones, because, you know, it's not a particular hairstyle I would have chose, but because I'm doing commission work, this is a feature that the client had chosen. You know, so it makes you kind of take steps that you normally wouldn't take, and then you discover. Oftentimes, you discover things like that. Oh, I really liked how that turned out. But you almost needed that little push to kind of make that step, you know. I almost want there to be a little more kind of separation here.
bit more layering towards the front of the head. Okay. Now we add that hair texture back in here. Do I work for Hollywood? No. Mm-mm. I just work for myself, doing custom sculptures for private collectors and people and companies. Most of the companies I work for are in the gaming sphere, what I'll do jobs for. The realm of gaming, not not of movies. Looks like a hero. Well, he's a barbarian. The hero of his story. This is a person's D&D character that they had commissioned me to bring to life. He's the main character of his own story, as we all are. NPC here. I knew it. Okay, so now we need to really add the motion here. Let's see. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Tuning in all the way from Vietnam, huh? Wonderful. Try it. Well, in this one, it was more of a word description than an actual. I'll give you a breakdown of what it looks like. That's a really good question of how good is the reference images you're provided for this type of work. So someone can come to me and they can give me, what's up, Matt? How you doing? Someone can give me as little or as much reference sources as they want me to work with. So, and it just know if there's any blanks, I'm going to be filling those in with my own creative judgment. But let's see, let's pull up the original client email here. And I'll give you an example of what I had to work with for this piece. Let's see, Minotaur. Okay, so of course he originally wanted a rough Minotaur based on his D&D character, roughly 6 to 8 inches tall. So I failed at that part because this is actually 14.5 inches tall, but that's okay. Most people don't mind getting more than what they paid for, so it's fine with that. Okay, so we talk price, get a price locked in. Okay, so then he gives me the email. Thanks for adding me to your list. I've attached some reference images to help convey my description. His name is Torvik. Is a Minotaur barbarian, dark brown and tan fur skin, dark black hair braided into dreadlocks with a small bovine goatee. His weapon of choice is a double-headed axe proportional to his size. Typically wears tribal leather / fur wrappings for armor. And then he provided 3 kind of images to show pose reference, which is, let me open these 3 images here. So this is the image he gave me for pose reference. Right there. Kind of conveying the stance that he wanted. And then this was for horn reference. Yeah. So just for the horns. Kind of the shape of the horns. And then this is the fur, this is the colors, which we won't be using until we get to the painting stage. Kind of tan, black, and browns. So that's it. That's all I had to work with. He didn't specify that watermelon. That means I could, yeah. Yeah, and sometimes there's more reference and more of a specific description, and most of the time it's pretty ambiguous. You know, just kind of, a lot of times it's like, I just want this particular type of character sculpted in your way, and then there you go. So that's a good example of that. Let's pull up Discord here. We got some. Check out La Vie Deluxe's owls here. All right. Owls finished up. Wow, that turned out really good. Very nice paint job. Very clean. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's a couple, a pair. Yeah, wow, that turned out really great with the paintwork. You can see, so you can always tell honestly, there's power in how something is viewed via icon size. So as soon as you see it, it looks interesting. Icon size, you know. Yeah. We'd love to get your main character from a book, Mammalian Dragon modeled one day. Yeah, that'd be sweet. I think that might have been before we were streaming on YouTube, Matt. So I don't think it's available, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's a character I've done recently that has similar kind of hair. Yeah, don't think so. Not super recently. Unfortunately. He just had like curly type hair. So the basic idea for hair is you kind of sculpt the main like body of the hair, right? The form of the hair, the shape, almost like pretend like it's a Lego character. You're making Lego hair. Okay, and then once you got all like the bigger bodies and main bodies sculpted in, then you're gonna do lines that are run very straight, even if the hair is curly. But you're gonna do lines very straight, kind of really slowly work kind of the lines next to each other. What you don't want is you don't want your lines to cross, because then it looks weird. So a bunch of parallel lines onto your Lego shape. Okay. And then once you have the whole thing covered with this, then you go back in to your lines with like a tool like this, and we're just gonna add in the kind of like the curliness. See that? I'm just gonna get in there and just move kind of, and really get into some areas and just kind of create kind of areas of depth. That's the thing about hair, is you really gotta add a lot of space, because hair is a very flowy, spacious thing. So we're trying to kind of simulate that. And then yeah, you just kind of work with it like that until you got your finished product. And then you can go in and you can add in some stray hairs, you know, by rolling the real thin pieces and kind of adding them to this. Hopefully that kind of helps you a little, at least a little bit. It's a time-consuming process, but you know, just kind of keep poking at it till it looks right, essentially. Okay. I could, but then I'd have to really make sure that foil's there every time. I want the dreads to... I don't want them to be super flowing in the wind because they are kind of a heavier type of hair, so we're just kind of creating almost like a bend in the clay. So it's actually holding its own shape. Probably only one more after this, to be honest. Oh, excuse me. I want to add a smaller one here. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna look up that. What was that game called again? Dorcas or something like that. Doofus.
Doofus. Okay. Pull it up really quick. Looks interesting. Definitely a character-based game. MMORPG, huh? Turn-based. Okay. Now we gotta fix down here because I totally forgot that was not baked and smushed it a little bit. Hi, Looper. Thursday, Friday. That's right. All right. Put that up with some alcohol. Get this guy in the oven. Okay. All right, in you go. While that's cooking, we'll work on Morgoth. Morgoth. I'll be right back. All right. It sure is, Looper. Isn't that crazy?
just gotten so big. It's so funny. So as the parent, you still see their like baby face. The whole like, it's like everything around her is getting older, but her face is still, you know, still that baby face. That's right. Man, I gotta tell you, you know what's up. All right, let's see if we can get this Morgoth base finished up here. Oh yeah, good times. Those stages go fast, man. Ah, you can hear it a million times from other people, but until you experience it, you don't really, you know what I mean? Like it's. Hello, Mr. Titola. Good evening. I have this discussion with my wife though. It's like even if you literally absorbed every moment as much as you possibly could, it still wouldn't be enough. You know what I mean? Just gotta take what you get. You know what I mean? Be happy about that. Looks like a turtle at the moment. It does, doesn't it? Here, check it out. Upside down. We got the essence of Belrog pillar here. And we got the essence of dragon pillar here. And the essence of orcs pillar. Yeah, Minotaur's in the oven. Let's see how we're working on our battery compartment for Morgoth here. I did the bottom side. Need to just sculpt in the bottom here. Let me plug them in. Where's the door? Where's your armor, Mr. Morgoth? Here's his shoulder pads. And his hammer groaned. Ah, there it is. Made the back plate removable for light and battery access. Just magnetizes right on there. Boom. And we push this button. That goes right there. Was he sculpted as one piece? The character? Yeah, but one layer at a time. Okay, and then the hammer goes right here. Okay. Hammer goes in right there. And shoulders. Oh, those panels are sculpted separately. In hindsight, I would have done the whole thing though. See, I was designing when you're designing as you go, it's hard to design the look and the engineering at the same time. There. There he is in all his splendor. The Belrog face really turned out good. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to get the likeness to like work with that flow of the pillar, but I did. We'll add some wispy primordial soup coming out of the bottom here. And then some chains that have been mounted to the bricks, kind of broken and tailing off into the wind as well. Or into the force that is Morgoth. Just a pretty standard bust here. Just regular old sculptural bust. I like when a bust of a character doesn't feel like a bust of a character, you know? Like we hide the fact that it's actually a bust. But usually requires adding an arm or two at least. Okay. Back to our turtle shell. Where were we? Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Hands-free action. Completion of this piece might very well be the end of the age for mankind as we know it, I fear. I will have effectively summoned a physical body into the realm of man again for Morgoth to inhabit. Game over. Foolish wizards at it again. Always ruining the fabric of the world. I don't always do magic for coin, but this is a special case. Hey, Looney Lorna, we'll catch you later. No, stop, sir. The wizard's special cases went too far. Greedy wizard. Look, I gotta eat, all right? Should have gone fishing instead. Look, I'm a much better sculptor than I am a fisherman. I have a better chance feeding myself smushing clay than fishing. All right, sounds good. I'll catch you later. All right. Tag team meeting. Clayton's turn, huh? Everyone getting their meetings in on Friday. Not sure why they do meetings on Friday when the weekend is coming and everyone's just going to forget what they were told in the meeting on Friday. Monday seems a more apt day to do meetings, if I do say so myself. But what do I know? We do at least one meeting every day. Okay. Is that so the boss looks like the boss is doing something? Look, I do a meeting every day with the team. I have a vital role to play here. Don't fire me. Inducing sleep for the weekend. That's just not the way to work, man. You should always try your best to be the best at whatever job is in front of you, I'm telling you. It's so much more fulfilling and satisfying, no matter what job is in front of you, to try to be proficient at it to be good at it. The people that just do the bare minimum to get by are really kind of like shooting themselves in the foot. They're missing out. It's very easy to do a job you're passionate about. And you can't be passionate about it just doing the bare minimum. It's just not how it works. Meeting co. Were they profitable? Like, is it necessary? Did it actually help anybody do their job better? Or be on the same page? Or is it just like time filler? Like the potatoes of the meal. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. It's gotta be linked to management trying to prove that they're doing something valuable or something. I don't know what it is. It's gotta be something like that deep down. Well, you see, if we didn't have these meetings here all the time, then our productivity shall certainly decline. It's a good thing I'm here, and you're paying me quite well. I shall formulate it in my reports that my work here was very valuable. When you really start to understand the
strength of the cnotbusch kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
Crea Natura. Hey, welcome Raiders. Come on in. How was your stream there, Crea Natura? What were you up to today? We're sculpting a Minotaur, which is in the oven, and Morgoth Morgoth's base, which is what we're working on now. East side inside. Hello. Hey, hey. It's kind of like a stone base for another piece we're working on here in Morgoth. Hi. Crea Natura. Awesome, my friend. Get to it. Get to work. Don't let me hinder you. I appreciate dropping the folks off here. Man, wouldn't you get... I was just thinking about how I'm always super interested in, like, people that do, like, shows and stuff, like fairs and you know, Ren fairs and cons. I'm always interested in the prep and, like, the kind of the behind the scenes look. Wouldn't it be cool if there's, like, a show that followed around, you know, like, every episode was, like, a different creator and they follow them around for, like, the prepping season, you know, prepping for the show all the way up to the show itself, and then you, like, see the results and whatnot. You know, I would be so interested in watching that. You know, even breaking down, like, you know, costs and stuff like that, and really give it would be a good thing, because I know it would give people a lot of perspective and respect for small creators trying to, you know, scratch their way through this life. So but I know I'm a weirdo, and not everybody would like the same things I would like. I bet you a lot of people would like it, though. We just need one. We'd need, like, one person that's... Oh, it's okay. It's only if it's a competitive show. Then we gotta cast that one person that stirs up the drama. You know. Then it'll work. It'll be a successful show. But there's more weirdos out there than you think. Probably. There's more muggles, though. More normies. Weirdos and normies. Two categories of humankind. The normies do decide a lot. Let's not gonna lie here. They do decide a lot. Everyone thinks the other one is weird. That's true. Maybe to the normies. Do the normies think that they're weird? I don't think they do. I think they do. I think even the normies think they're normal. And so, to be called weird would be almost an insult. They work very hard at their normie image of themselves. They got an image to uphold of normalcy. Very proud in their normalcy. I'm weird and don't think I'm weird. I'm pretty I think I'm pretty self-aware with stuff like, like I know there's certain things I do and think that is weird. It really helps when you're relating to people that aren't weird to tell them, I totally understand it's weird. Don't worry, I get it. Trust me. Self-awareness is a good thing. Or maybe awareness of the perception of others. I would be I'm a studier of normies, actually. From the Wizardry Academy, I study normies and teach an elective course at the Wizard Academy all about normies. It's actually why I'm here. You guys are part of my my wizard PhD thesis studies, The study was a bust because I keep just accumulating weirdos here, and none of the normies show up, but we're still working on it. Have to modify the strategy, talk about some sports ball more and stuff like that. Get a proper haircut, maybe. Well, a proper normie haircut, I should say. Catch the game last night? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Need to watch more sports ball and more news. That should do it. Like served my daily talking points on a platter. News and sports ball. What more do you need to talk about? Don't dare talk about anything other than that. Nothing deeper, of course. He's getting deep with the conversation again. Run. Exit strategy. Oh, you know what? Shoot, I gotta run. Get the oven turned off here. Oop. Hey, thanks for the raid there, Seika. Welcome. How's your day today? Okay. Painting practice. Sharpening the skills. Wonderful. Oh, yeah? Mr. Evan. Oh, yeah, yeah. He's a good guy. I see much intentionality behind his stream. You know, I see the work behind it for sure. I like to see that. Just even in his setup alone, it's really trying to push onward and forward. There you go. Stay on the path. It shall serve you well. You have to understand that when you're a streamer, there's seasons. There's definitely seasons, just like in the natural world. Like the tides of the ocean, you'll have high tides and low tides. And in order to survive, you must endure the low tides. Hey, that's a name I haven't seen in a bit. Blacksmith Pop, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for the lurk. Hope you've been well. There's certainly a winter or summer dynamic. I should get the airbrush soaking in a big vat of acetone to prepare, because there's going to be a lot of need to use it here on the next couple paint jobs, I think. I could see the Minotaur using the airbrush, and this piece right here with all these smoky, wispy bits. All right, I think we've gone all the way around here. Not bad. Yeah. Get that cooking in the cookery. Oops. Just smushed that with my thumb. There we go. Hey, good morning, Luis. actually do a little bit of work here too. Hey, thank you, my friend. Thank you. All right. Let's get that tossed in the oven, and we'll grab the Minotaur and see what we need to do. We'll go over the whole piece and do like a little additions and nitpicks on the Minotaur so it can be done for its final bake. Hey, thanks a lot, Luis. Well, glad to have you, man. I don't have many folks over on the YouTube side, so I really appreciate it, man. There's been a good chunk, you know, like it's like 10 to 15 people tuning in, all you folks on YouTube. Thank you very much. We got to start somewhere. Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. Gonna go get this in the oven, and then we'll work on something else. Hey, Steven Design over on Kick. Thank you so much for the 10 months. 10 months. Let's get that going here.
Well met, loyal friend. You've made a real impact on the realm. Thank you for your contributions.
Thanks a lot, Steven. I appreciate it, man. Let's see, we got a love potion for you. Those who seek power will find it, but true strength lies in humility and compassion. I feel like there's a little bit of a shift with the positioning here. Yeah. That's better. Okay. Need to replace this spike. We need, let's see, what else do we need? I think just a little bit of accessorizing, like maybe something around one of his horns. And it's just some little ties around some of those dreadlocks. Oh yeah, we gotta add some more of these laces kind of popped off. Have to re-add those. Very flexible. Okay. Let's see, let's do a little, kind of a little bit of a damage spot here. Just drill a little hole in this spot here, so when we attach it, it's got a little bit more of a footing than just the surface. You know what? I can just use the Dremel tool. Okay, I'll add some clay glue here. Tempted to do just one of those longer just because. I don't know. Trench Crusade, that'd be sweet. I think I just saw that one. It's kind of like, is it like, it's like World War One, but with like, is it with mechs and stuff? Or no, it's, oh no, it's not mechs. Someone just shared that with me recently. Trench Crusade. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It'd be sweet. It's kind of like World War One meets the Crusades, essentially. Yeah, Gates of Hell opening. Yep, that'd be sweet. Kind of like bringing a Warhammer-esque feel to like World War One, and yeah, or not Warhammer, Diablo. I said it's like Diablo meets World War One. Good synergy between them. It's cool. Yeah, I already checked it out. It's really cool. It's kind of new though, isn't it? So I imagine. I mean, you never know. What dictates what I make is commission things. So it's just a matter of, I guess, having the right person find my work and commission something like that. Because I would love to make it. $3.3 million. Okay, yeah, so it's pretty big then. Nice. It's so funny, but a lot of it really just, it's all about the right person at the right time seeing my work. That's really what it comes down to. Some of my biggest jobs are just the right person seeing my work at the right time. That's all it takes. So I mean, if you know people, you can definitely share my work and plant those seeds, and maybe it'll happen. I've gotten work from people simply just sharing my stuff with somebody, and then, you know, maybe they happen to work for a certain place or company and they get in contact with me. I've gotten work that way a lot of times, actually. Word of mouth is still one of the best ways to spread the word when it comes to stuff like that. The internet's such a big place, you know. It's easy to kind of get lost in the mix. All right, let's do his kind of tie. I want to do some little hair ties, just random little kind of trinkets and stuff in his hair, I think. Wonder if we have any mixed media elements we can add into. Browse my selection. Bird skulls. Yeah, maybe. We'd have to sculpt those, which is fine. Oh, that could be pretty good. Let's see. Grab one of these. I do have these kind of little rings and stuff. Just a little metal ring. Let me browse my wares just for a moment. Don't need crystals. Ooh, Arkenstones. These are such a good find. The Arkenstones. Hold on, let me turn the filter off. Tell me those don't look like Arkenstones. The Arkenstones. Those were a must-have. I don't know what for, but something in the future. Okay, I think we've gotten everything of value. Let's see if any of it works. That's a pretty nice one. I only have one of those though. Has to be on a thinner one. Oh, nice. Uh-oh. Why did that come off so easily? It's definitely baked all the way. Maybe it had some fracture before. Oh, you know, it just wasn't really attached very well. Hanging on by a little thread. I don't have my super glue right now. We'll retest that later. Oh wait, but let's see. Medusa Minotaur. Oop. Try again. Those little rings might work out really good. Easily added detail. Oh yeah, I wanted these ones for maybe the bigger one. One or two of those. I think I would remove this though. It's actually quite a narrow hole. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Too narrow. Maybe I'll Dremel it. Okay, I think I squished it because of the heat. Metal that's made out of maybe like pewter or something. Ooh, that's melted on there. Oops. bit squished. Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's okay. We'll just stick to the small rings. That's good enough on some of them, and then we'll sculpt the rest. That's not very easy.
Okay, we're gonna have to leave that there for now, folks. I'll probably get a little evening session in on this tonight and get the finishing touches done and get this cooked. So all we have to do is the base. Pretty nice. I'm quite happy with it. Cowabunga. This piece and Morgoth are very, very close to the painting stage. So if I can try to push those two to that point, so that way next Thursday we'll be beginning the paint job on both of, or on next Thursday and Friday we'll be beginning the painting. That'd be great. So that's kind of my goal, but it, you know, if it doesn't pan out, it doesn't pan out. We just have to do a little more work next week on these. Sunday shop time, maybe. Yeah, it depends. It depends. There's quite a lot of outside work to do in the garden, and my neighbors asked if I could help them with some of their yard work as well, so I might be doing yard work on Sunday. But we'll try and squeeze it in somewhere. So Captain Sabretooth, the missus is going to take Captain Sabretooth, and she's going to paint him. I will be painting the Minotaur and the and Morgoth. Okay, so that's how we're looking as far as the paint schedule. And we got kind of 3 projects on deck to be started. One is a character from I'm drawing a blank right now. What's the game? Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov. So it's more of like a modern military guy character. And we're going to do a cool effect by using LED lights to simulate glow sticks on the base. You know, because they use glow sticks in the game to like illuminate areas. So that'll be cool. And we'll be starting a wall hanging piece of a dragon kind of breaching a castle gate. That's kind of the idea we're going for. And the third one is a original character, but I can't say exactly whose original character it is. So, but it is an original character. So that's what we kind of got. That's what the 3 that will replace these 3 once we're done. So. An original character. All right, let's see. Let's find. Let's find someone to raid. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. It's been a wonderful week. I wish you all the best this weekend. Get out there, enjoy the sunshine a bit. Go for a hike. Or just sitting in the sun is good too. Let's go raid somebody. You know, it's been a while since we've raided Mr. Brush. Let's go raid Mr. Brush. Brush for hire. Yeah, I was tempted to go raid him too, but we'll get him next time. One of these next times. All right, my friends. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Sunday for class. Till then, bye-bye.